Alright, folks, it's your boy Charles Barkley of Froglog Krog Dog, and I've got today the All Might versus All For One Clash deck out of League of Villains. It's first edition, apparently. Let's see what we have inside. Alright. Got our two decks separated with cellophane. Some cardboard inserting. A nice how to play pamphlet, complete with a reference page. Nice, that might actually help people. And yeah, looks pretty decent. A couple of the paper play mats, great for getting players started, just so they can understand the progressive stack a little easier. It's a lot easier to understand progressive difficulty, I think, for new players when you can see it represented right there. And they are colored to the themes of the decks. Yep, an All Might one and an All For One one. Very neat. Well, time to get into the decks. Let's start with All For One. The bonus ultra rare here is Really Big Sword. The spinner card, absolutely lovely. Crazy 7 damage with powerful 2 and the ability to pump the powerful even higher. Absolutely love this card, can't wait to play it. Glad I pulled a second copy. But the actual deck itself, we've got All For One. He's a 6-hander with 27 health on Chaos, Evil, and Void, which, you know, makes sense. Then Enhance, your non-throw attack gets +1 damage for every 3 foundations your stage, maximum +5 damage. So, just ability to stack extra damage on everything that's not a throw. Very cool. Enhance Commit, discard 1 momentum. If this attack is blocked, it does no damage. So he can half block and take nothing off of everything. And also ignore things like Jolt. Very cool. Response. At the start of the combat phase, add 1 card from your momentum to your hand. Add 1 card from your hand to your momentum. So it enables you to get a first momentum pretty easy, and then rotate the cards in there, effectively holding a second hand. Very cool. Absolutely love it. Had a lot of fun with him yesterday. Now we've got Ultimate Combination. This is his ultra rare attack, effectively. It's a 1-of in the deck. It is a 6 difficulty with a +1 mid block. It's a 4 high for 7. Fury, powerful 4, punch. Enhance, build all foundations discarded to pay for the cost of this attack's powerful ability. And Enhance, this attack gets +1 speed for every 3 foundations in your stage. So you get to build your entire momentum out of foundations. If you've managed to stack it correctly using All For One, make this attack huge, and then get a bunch of speed added onto it. And build all those foundations. It's crazy. Absolutely love this. Looking forward to playing it in Constructed. The other 1-of in this deck, Forced Quirk Activation. It's a 2-diff, 2 mid block with a 4 control check, and it's unique. Enhance, remove, add 1 card from your discard pile to your momentum. So lets you just straight up put something of your choice into momentum. And Enhance, destroy, choose 1 enhance ability on a rival foundation. If your rival does not play that ability as their next enhance, they destroy that foundation. That's also super relevant. Love it. Then we've got Air Cannon Blast. It is a 4-diff, 3 mid for 4, with a 2 mid block. It's ranged and stun 1. It's got Enhance. If this is completely blocked, your rival commits 1 foundation, which helps to just press them down before you drop a big attack. And Enhance, if you have more foundations than your opponent, add 1 foundation from your stage to your hand and change the zone of this attack. Enables you to pick up an extra block or what have you and change the zone. I didn't find myself needing that often, but it was nice as an option. And that's a 3 of. Then I've got Combination Charge. 5 diff, 4 high for 5, with a +2 mid block. It's a Charge Fury. It's Enhance. If this attack is blocked, your next attack gets +3 damage. Super relevant. Between that and All for One, you can be stacking 6-7 damage on an attack. Enhance, discard the top card of your deck. If the discarded card is a foundation, add it to your hand. I absolutely loved this ability, especially with one of his foundations that lets you figure out what your deck's tops are. Absolutely love this card. And it's a 3 of. We've got Impact Recoil. It's a 4 diff, 5 mid for 2, with a 2 mid block. It's Breaker 1 and Slam. Enhance, discard 1 momentum. This attack gets +4 damage. So all of a sudden it's a 5-6, 5-7, 5-9 with All for One. And response, commit 1 foundation. After you block with this card, build it face down. So you could block Breaker 1 and then build it. You get so much value out of just 1 card. Crazy. And that's a 2 of. We've got Kinetic Air Cannon. It's a 5 diff, 5 high for 4, with a +3 low block. Kind of gross, but you need low blocks. It's in EX2 and ranged. If this attack deals damage, add the top card of your deck to momentum. Very relevant text. Any way to get more momentum is exactly what All for One's looking for. And Enhance, remove 1 momentum, add 1 card from discard pile to your momentum. Just get the cards you want in there. Very cool. That is a 2 of. Then Kinetic Booster Orb. It's a 4 diff, 1 mid for 4, with a +3 high block. Charge ranged. Enhance, commit 1 foundation, lose 2 health. This attack gains stun 3. Stun 3, baby. That is a lot of stun. Super, super good. And then you've got All for One response. While this is in your card pool, you can flip it. After your rival draws a card, you draw 1 card. Relevant text on block or attack if your opponent's playing with stuff that can draw them cards. That's another one that I found very interesting. Quirk Combination. 4 diff, +1 high block. It's a 3 low for 4. It's just Fury. Enhance. If you have more foundations than your rival, this attack gets +2 speed. Your next attack gets +2 speed. Very relevant for All for One because you're trying to outbuild them. And then Deadlock Enhance. Draw 3 cards. So if you can convince them to go into follow you into Deadlock, drawing 3 is wild. Another good one. Very on theme with what he's trying to do. And then Rivet Stab. It's a 3 diff, 2 low for 2, with a +2 low block. With Fury ranged. Enhance, commit 1 foundation. This attack gets +X damage. X equals the difficulty of the committed foundation. Routinely relevant. And if this attack's damage is 5 or more, draw 1 card. So between this and All for One, it's not that hard to get a free card draw out of playing a 3 difficulty attack. Very relevant. I loved it. Would happily play with it more. And we've got 2 of that, by the way. Alright, now we are into foundations. We've got Master's Pride. It says spam as a 0 diff with a +3 mid block. Response flip. After you add a card to your momentum, ready this card. Playable while committed. So, with some of your momentum tricks, you can get this readied. Not irrelevant. And then Deadlock response. After your attack deals damage, your next check gets +1. Which, if you have a bunch of these out, that could be very, very relevant to string out. And that's a 4 copy of. Then we've got 4 copies of Behind the Curtain, probably my favorite foundation of his. It's a 2 diff, 2 low block. Enhance, commit. Look at the top X cards of your deck and put them back in any order. X equals the number of copies of Behind the Curtain in your stage. So if you have 2 or 3 of these out, you can just sit there and manipulate those top 2, 3 cards, know what your checks are going to be, make sure you set up your deck for what you want. And then response once per enhance step, because that apparently that enhance isn't enough on its own. After you discard 1 or more momentum, your attack gets +1 damage. Even more ways to stack damage. Love that card. Then I've got Crushing Truth. It's a 2-diff, 3 mid block. Response. After you block with this card, build it committed. And enhance. Destroy. Seal your rival's all good or order attack. Sealing an attack is very nasty. So, very relevant text. But also, the fact that you can block with it, even if it is a bad block, and set it up, is not bad either. That is another 4 of. Then we've got Endless Loathing. It's a 1-diff with a 2 high block. Form. Flip. The next foundation you try to play this turn ignores progressive difficulty. Form, for those who don't know, is when you go to play a card on your turn, that is a form. So it would be those slots, like playing an attack, playing a foundation, those are examples of forms. Form just is another example of doing that. Deadlock form. So if they're in deadlock, flip. Your next check gets +2. Your rival's next check gets -2. Very nasty if they chase you into deadlock. So we got 4 of that. And we've got 4 copies of Helping Tomura. It's a it's a 1-diff foundation, +3 low block with response. After you add a card to your momentum, add this card to your momentum. So you just build this and then get free momentum, setting up the big all for one turn that much easier. We've got Mastermind Revealed. It's a 2-diff, 3 high block. Enhance Flip. If you try to block this attack with a foundation, your check to block gets +3. So using that to set up a Crushing Truth block is a nice way to get that going. And Enhance Flip, look at either player's momentum. For those who can't remember what they have where, you have that ability available. And then we got Taunt the Hero. 3-diff, 6 control. Very relevant. 2 high block with the taunt keyword. Enhance Commit. If this tech has greater damage than speed, it's -2 damage. Very good. And all for one response. Remove. Lose 2 health. After your rival plays a deadlock ability, cancel it. And that's how you keep yourself working. The deadlock, you build up 15, 16 foundations. The fact that this can cancel a deadlock keeps you in the game for long enough to win with that. Where's your smile now? It's a 1-diff, 3 mid. With Enhance Flip, add 1 card from your rival's discard pile to the bottom of their deck. And Response. Once per turn, after your rival's attack deals no damage, your next check gets +1. So this seems specifically to, the cool thing about this is being able to do that to, like, catch an eraser head and throw their erases into the discard pile, or back into their deck, so they're not able to fish with them. Same with a Summon Dark Shadow, things like that. That's a really relevant ability. And then the once per turn to be able to get +1 to your blocks isn't bad either. And that's a 4 of. And that is the All for One deck. Overall, I liked the synergy it had going on. I had a lot of fun playing it. I'll probably look at trying to make something out of it at some point, because I think there's a lot here that is fun to play with. Very fiddly, and I dig that. Alright. And then on to the other one, we have our All Might deck. First off, let's see what the ultra rare pull is. A Resolute Rushdown. the Deku 6 diff. It's a 6 diff, 5 high for 6, with +2 low block, with Echo and Punch. Enhance if you have 0 cards in hand, draw 1 card. Very cute. The Echo alone makes this very, very cool. Being able to play 2 attacks off 1 card is just so much fun. That's a nice pull. Alright, now the actual All Might deck. He's a 6-hander with 27 health on All Good and Order. Coincidentally, the exact symbols that All For One can deal with his foundation. And he has Enhance. Discard the top card of your deck. This Punch or Fury attack gets +X damage. X equals the block modifier of the discarded card. And then he has Enhance. Once per turn, remove 1 momentum. Add the top card of your discard pile to your hand. So being able to pick up that very specific top card can be very useful. And Response. Commit. After you block an attack, draw 2 cards and then discard 1 card. Alright. Interesting character. I think he's probably going to be solid, but not super competitive. But that's a lot of abilities to manipulate deck. I dig it. His one-off attack, Final Smash. It's a 6 diff with the +1 mid block. It's a 5 high for 6, Fury Punch. If your rival has 8 or more foundations, his attack gets -2 difficulty, making this only on a 4. Absolutely wonderful. Enhance. Add 1 card from your discard pile to the top of your deck. So you can guarantee what that next check is, or in specific use of All Might, what block modifier is going to be adding damage to it. Neat. Not ultimate combination, but at least it's a cool card. Then we got Charging One for All with this gorgeous art and beautiful foiling. It's a 2 diff, 2 mid, unique. Enhance, remove. If you have less foundations than your rival, this non-throw attack gets +3 speed and or +5 damage. So you get to pick between those 2 numbers, +3 speed or 5 damage. Those are both very big things that can really make a attack gonna end the game. Not bad. It also has Deadlock Enhance, your turn. If you have less foundations than your rival, add the top card of your deck to momentum. Yeah, just good. If your opponent does in deadlock, getting a free momentum is not bad. Alright, now we're into attacks. Got the Carolina Smash. It's a 4 diff, 4 mid for 3, with +2 mid block. Breaker 1, EX2, and Punch. Enhance. If the top card of your discard pile is a foundation, this attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. And a Deadlock Enhance of Destroy 1 rival foundation. Absolutely wonderful deadlock. Vaguely relevant, but the Breaker 1 is actually nice to have floating around. And we have 2 copies of that. Then we've got Counter Smash. It's a 4 diff, 3 high for 4, with a +3 mid block. It's a Fury and a Punch. It's got add 1 card from your stage to the top of your deck. This attack gains stun 1. More ways to make sure you know what you're about to be checking there. Or manipulating off the top for the extra damage. And Deadlock Enhance. Add 1 card with the word Smash in its name from your discard pile to your hand. Very cool if they go into Deadlock. 3 copies of that. Now I got Intimidating Charge. It's a non-smash attack. It's a 3 diff, 2 mid for 3, with a +2 low block. It's a Fury Slam. Enhance. If the top card of your discard pile is an attack, this attack gets +2 speed. And then Enhance, discard the top card of your deck. If this attack is blocked by a foundation, look at the top card of your deck. A lot of ways to know what you have coming. That's 2 of. Then we got Knee Smash. It's a 4 diff, 1 high for 6, with a +2 high block. It's a Fury and a Kick. Enhance. Remove 1 foundation. Top card of your discard pile is a foundation. Build it. That can be very relevant to get those nice mid-turn foundations you need. Or to keep a chain going. And Enhance, flip 1 foundation. If the top card of your discard pile is an attack, draw 1 card. Those are both very cool abilities. Got that as a 2 of. Got the Plus Ultra Smash. It's a 5 diff, 5 mid for 5 with a +2 mid block. It's a punch and a slam. First Enhance, which means that your first enhance of the attack. If you have less foundations than your rival, unflip 1 foundation. Unflipping is never bad. It's a great ability. And Response card pool. Commit 1 foundation at the start of your end phase. Add this card to your momentum. So whether or not you use this as a block or use this as an attack and it got blocked, you can sneak it into momentum anyway. Not bad. 2 of that. Got Smashing Nomu. It's a 4 diff, 4 low for 3 with a +2 low block. It's a punch with stun 1, and it counts as a card for having the word smash in its name. Enhance, if this attack deals damage, your rival commits 1 foundation. Not bad. Enhance, discard 1 momentum. This attack's damage cannot be reduced. It's alright. It's nice to have a low block that you can fish up. And stun 1's always good. Now we've got Vanquishing Punch. It's a 5 diff, 3 low for 6 with a +2 high block. It's a punch and stun 1. Enhance, if your rival has 8 or more foundations, attack gets +3 speed. Absolutely wonderful. Making this a 6 low for 6, because most of the time your rival is going to be there. And then Enhance, if this attack deals damage, discard 1 rival momentum. A nice way to make them sweat it. And you got 3 of that one. Now on to foundations. We have Determined. It's a 2 diff with a 2 mid block. It's a 6 control check. Enhance Commit. If you try to block this attack with an attack or foundation that shares at least 2 symbols with your character, your block modifier becomes +0. Absolutely gorgeous text. Just insane. Love it. Deadlock Enhance. Your Fury or Punch attack, it's +3 damage. Crazy Deadlock. Good way to make sure your opponent doesn't want to go in there. And we got 4 of that. We got Force to Revert. It's a 2 diff, 2 low block. This card gets -1 difficulty if you have less foundations than your rival, so that becomes spam as a 1 diff. And then Response Destroy. After your attack deals damage, add 1 card from your card pool to your hand. You cannot play attacks for the rest of the combat phase. So you get to pick up something for a block or just to build 1 more foundation. Not too bad. Got 4 of that. Then we got Heroic Icon. It's a 1 diff with a 3 mid block. Enhance, once per turn, discard the top card of your deck. If the discarded card is an attack, this attack gets +2 speed or -1 damage. Very cool ability. Given how much you can stack that, you can guarantee what you're looking for, and getting that extra speed or subtracting damage can be very relevant. Or with multiple of these out, you can just burn through your deck to get what you're looking for. 4 of them, and for that. Then we've got Kindle Flames. It's a 1 diff +3 mid block with Response once per turn. After you block an attack, ready this card. Playable while committed. Very good. Very good. You're going to be blocking. That's how the game works. Being able to get 2 uses out of 1 foundation is just good value for that. Now it's your turn. 2 diff, 4 mid block. Perfect for that All Might ability. Enhance, add this card to the top of your deck. So you can, once again, perfect for All Might. And Enhance, flip, this attack gets -2 damage. The next attack gets +4 damage. Great way to set up 1 big attack. I think this card's very cheeky. Like it a lot. Got 4 copies. And we got Public Support. It's a 1 diff with a +3 high block. 4 control check. Response, after this card enters your discard pile during the Enhance step, your attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. And then Enhance Destroy, look at the top card of your deck. You may discard 1 card to draw 1 card. So you can be able to draw those cards you're throwing to the top, and this gives you value out of it of +1/+1. Very cool card. I think we'll see play. And we've got, for that, we got Raiding the Villain Hideout. It's a 3 difficulty, +2 high block with Ally. Enhance Flip. The rest of your checks to play blocks get +1 for the rest of the turn. That's super good. And Enhance, discard 1 card. Your good attack gets +2 damage. Not bad. You can, if you're building the good deck for good punches, this is just another way to trigger your whatchamacallit, one with nature, and get some extra value out of that if you just need damage and not the block modifier. Got 4 of those. And then we got 4 copies of Your Finished. The Spam Foundation being 0 diff. It's a 3 low block. With Enhance Flip, if the top card of your discard pile is a copy of this attack, draw 1 card. Neat. And given how much manipulation you have, not irrelevant. And then Deadlock Enhance, Commit 1 Rival Foundation. Yet another way to really make them resent you being them being in deadlock. And we got 4 of that. All in all, I think these decks are designed to play against each other, and I think it's going to be a very fiddly, very fun game of back and forth trying to manipulate each other. I don't know that the All Might deck. I don't think the All Might deck is going to be super competitive on its own. This seems more like a thing to play in locals. Well, I think All For One might actually have some legs. We'll see how that goes. All in all, I think it's a great way to get 2 players started and really teach people the fundamentals of the game and how enhances work and the back and flow forth of the game. Would recommend for somebody trying to start out the game or somebody who just really likes All Might and All For One. Thank you for watching. I'll have a deck list posted below of what each of these actually contain, just if somebody wants to see it on UVS Ultra. Thank you very much. Have a great night.